Let's start our new topic. So, welcome to my channel, RPS videos. A request to all my subscribers and the viewers, please watch the videos which are uploaded previously. See the videos according to the concepts and the topic which is going in your school, right? Then you understand the well. So coming to the topic, glass prism. Glass prism or a triangular prism, simply we can call as prism. So let us understand what is meant by a prism. What is meant by a prism? Simply, a prism is a transparent medium separated from the surrounding medium by at least two plane surfaces which are inclined at a certain angle in such a way that light incident on one of the plane surfaces emerges from the other plane surfaces. So, a triangle prism or simply prism is a transparent material simply made of glass having two triangular ends and two rectangular sides. Two triangular ends and two rectangular sides. So, 1, 2, 3, three triangular ends, 1, 2 rectangular sides. Simply a transparent medium. So, the transparent medium is separated from the surrounding medium. Has two surfaces. So, as earlier we discussed, refraction of light through glass slab. So, in a reflection of light through glass slab means when a light passes through a glass slab. So, if it is the incident ray, so we should draw the normal. What will happen? It refract, and again it is refract. So, in case of glass slab, the incident ray and the ray which comes out from the glass slab, we can call emergent ray. So, the emergent ray and the incident ray both are parallel. We already observed, right? So, in case of a rectangular glass slab, the emergent ray and the incident ray are parallel to each other. So, in case of prism, so the emergent ray, the incident ray and the emergent ray are not parallel to each other. So, in refraction to a glass slab, the emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray. But in the refraction to a glass prism or a prism, the emergent ray is not parallel to the incident ray. So, the emergent ray of light in a glass prism is not parallel because the opposite faces of the prism. So, while drawing the diagrams, this rectangular prism simply we can write as a triangle. So, if the light ray so here F1 and F2 are the two opposite phases. So, the angle between these two opposite phases is called as an angle of prism. So, let's understand what happened when a light is incident on the prism. So, we know if a light is incident on the rectangular glass slab, the incident ray and the emergent ray are parallel. So in case of prism, the incident ray and the emergent ray both are not parallel because of when a light is incident or when light is passed into a glass prism, the opposite faces of glass prism are not parallel to each other. Not parallel to each other. So this is the one face and this is the other face or sides. These two are sides, the opposite sides are not parallel. Whereas in case of a rectangular glass slab, the opposite sides are parallel to each other. So in case of glass slab, the light ray is incident here and refracted and again comes out from the other side, which is opposite to the first one. So the incident ray and the emergent ray both are parallel to each other. But in case of glass prism, the opposite faces and the opposite sides are not parallel to each other. So the incident ray and the emergent ray are not parallel to each other. So let us understand the refraction of light through glass prism. Refraction of light through glass prism. So P, Q, R. So we can represent the glass prism or diagrams like triangle. So these two are the opposite faces and the opposite sides. So the angle between these two opposite sides or opposite faces are called as angle of prism. Angle of prism. Angle of prism we can represent with A. So let's understand the refraction of light through glass prism or simply prism. Right? A light ray is incident on one surface of glass prism. So this is incident ray. This is the incident ray. So as we know, we need to draw one normal. So this is the normal. So A to medium. Two mediums are there. So generally A rare medium and glass is a denser medium. As we know, what happened? The light is passing from one medium to another medium. It deviates. So the deviation of light ray from its path or from its original path or from its original direction we can call as refraction. So in case of refraction or rarer medium to denser medium, the light ray incident or passed from rarer medium to denser medium, it bends towards the normal. So the light ray moves like this. Then again it is incident on the second surface. So where the light is incident, then we need to draw normal N1 and N2. So here we take angle. And this is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of incident. Sorry. Angle of incidence. Right? Then what happened again? As I will discuss, we are transparent medium having two opposite surfaces. Then it is bends like this. So the light ray which comes out from the glass prism is known as emerging light. So incident ray, then emergent incident ray and emerging ray. Emergent. So emergent ray. See, observe that it is the actual path. It is the actual path. When you extend this emergent ray, so the angle between, so here N1, this should be taken as N2 or N2. The light incident on the surface of the glass prism and deviated. There are 8 terms. The light ray which is incident on the surface of the prism to incident ray, take deviation and again comes out. Emergent ray. See, observe that if we extend this incident ray, if we extend this emergent ray, so they are not parallel to each other. They are not parallel to each other. Right? So normal. This is I1 and this is the I2. Emerging angle, incident angle. Emerging angle and incident angle. Right? There. So where these two are meet is called rho. Then the angle between these incident ray and emergent ray is called as D represent D is equal to deviation, angle of deviation, angle of deviation, angle of deviation, angle of deviation. So let's consider the triangle PQR represents outline of the prism. So PQ of prism M shown, draw a perpendicular to surface at M or N whatever. The angle between plane surfaces PQ and PR. The angle between PQ and PR, which are two opposite surfaces, is called as angle of prism. Angle of prism. The angle of prism and the angle between the incident ray and the emergent ray. So as we know, this is the incident ray and this is the emergent ray. The angle between incident ray and the emergent ray is called as angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. So when observe that observe the incident ray and the emergent ray, both are parallel to each other. In case of rectangular glass, incident ray and the emergent ray both are parallel to each other because two opposite sides are parallel to each other. Whereas in case of glass prism or the prism, two opposite sides are parallel to each other. Let's consider PQR represents the outline of prism. So a light ray incident at the point M, and the surface of glass prism and deviated and incident again at the point M dash. From the point M dash, the light ray is emergent. So the light ray comes out. So the light ray which comes out from the prism is called as emergent ray. So emergent ray. So by doing some experiment, we have to calculate the we have to calculate the refractive index of prism. So after doing some experiment, we know the refractive index of glass prism n is equal to sin a plus b by 2 by sin a by 2. The formula for calculating or to know the refractive index. The refractive index of glass prism, we should use this formula n is equal to sin a plus b by 2 by sin a by 2. So here a is equal to angle of prism. A is equal to angle of prism. This is so the angle between the two sides PQ and PR. Whereas B is equal to angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. So angle of deviation is the angle between incident ray and the emergent ray. The angle between incident ray and the emergent ray is called as angle of deviation. And n is equal to refractive index. And n is equal to refractive index. So this is about the refraction of light through glass prism. Refraction of light through glass prism. So in case of glass prism, the incident ray and the emergent ray are not parallel to each other. So what is a glass prism? The triangular glass prism is a transparent glass made of transparent substance. A transparent object. A transparent object. Triangular glass prism is a transparent object made of glass having two triangular ends and two rectangular sides. Or a prism is a transparent medium separated from the surrounding medium by at least two plane surfaces which are inclined at certain angle. So here A, surrounding medium is A. So the surrounding medium, so the medium, so this acts as a medium. This medium is surrounded by the other medium. At least two plane surfaces like PQ and PR. These two plane surfaces are inclined or have some angle. In such a way that light incident on one end of the plane surfaces and emerges the other surfaces. So this is about glass prism or prism. So previous textbook we have derivation for knowing the formula of refractive index of glass prism. Keep in mind the formula is n is equal to sin a plus b by 2 by sin a by 2. So this is about the glass. Next, dispersion of light. Coming to the next topic,